Police are now investigating a murder at Pensacola Village Apartments. Investigators say a man died after he was shot in the chest tonight. This is the third investigation in a week involving deadly force at that apartment complex. Hannah James was on the scene for much of tonight and has the latest from police. Hannah?
Well, Bob, right now that killer is still at large. Police have not yet named a suspect, and they're still trying to confirm the victim's identity. At 6:15 Friday evening, Pensacola police received a 911 call about a shooting at the Pensacola Village Apartments.
Officers arrived and found a male who had been shot once in the chest and immediately began CPR. The victim was transported to the hospital by ambulance, where he has since passed away.
Last Monday, a woman was stabbed in the chest. Wednesday, a man was shot and injured in the leg. Today, another man was fatally shot, all at Pensacola Village Apartments.
We made an arrest, and the female that was stabbed in the chest, we have made an arrest on that. The male that was shot in the leg, we're still working on that one. And obviously, this is an active case. We're still working on this one.
35-year-old Nicholas Mack was arrested for stabbing the woman. He is charged with aggravated battery. Mack was booked into the Escambia County Jail on a $100,000 bond Wednesday. Based on last week's footage, WEAR got on the scene. All the crimes appear to have happened in the same area.
Well, we've already got officers that work here every day off duty. We have officers that pass through here numerous times a day. We have surveillance systems. We've done a lot here, and unfortunately, we're still having problems.
The suspect in tonight's shooting is still at large, or that killer rather. The victim has not been identified. We were told by the woman who was stabbed last Monday. She was on the scene tonight. She said the man who stabbed her was the one who was shot last Wednesday. She also told our crews it was her godbrother who was shot and killed today. Police have not confirmed that information. Reporting in studio, I'm Hannah James.
About 6:15, we've received a 911 call of a shooting at Pensacola Village. Officers arrived and found a male who had been shot once in the chest and immediately began CPR. The victim was transported to the hospital by ambulance, where he has since passed away. We do have a little bit of information on a suspect, but not much at all. Officers are working on that right now.
Okay. Do we know if the victim was a resident here?
We don't know.
Okay. When you say a little bit of information on the suspect, what does that look like?
Well, we have a description, but it's not a very good one. It's not one that we want to put out right now. We have officers that are actively looking, and if we need to put that out, we will do that very shortly.
Just a few moments ago, you told us the suspect was still at large. That's true?
Yes.
Okay. About how old was the victim?
I don't know.
Okay. Talk to me. This isn't the only scene that we've had here recently at Pensacola Village. What else has been going on?
Well, this week we've had a stabbing, we've had another shooting, and we've had this homicide today, all within a week.
What is kind of the police's plan and moving forward? I mean, how are we going to cut these down?
Well, we've already got officers that work here every day off duty. We have officers that pass through here numerous times a day. We have surveillance systems. We've done a lot here, and unfortunately, we're still having problems.
Are there any other hotspot areas in Pensacola, or is this kind of the most prominent one right now?
There's other places too.
Okay. And you said it was a stabbing, this homicide, and another shooting?
Yes.
And what's the status of the other cases that have happened?
We made an arrest, and the female that was stabbed in the chest, we have made an arrest on that. The male that was shot in the leg, we're still working on that one. And obviously, this is an active case. We're still working on this one.
Is there anything else you can tell us?
Not at this point. As soon as I get more information, I'll put that out.
Can you tell us, did the shooting happen right over here?
It happened outside. We are still trying to determine exactly where it happened, but somewhere between the P and the U building is what we believe.